Alright, I know you guys have been itching for Pokemon Ruby 2's release, and trust me, so am I. But this ROM hack is taking me a lot longer than expected, so the development continues. Thank you to the following YouTube channel members for making this video possible. In this video, I'm going to go over the two main reasons why Ruby 2 is taking much longer than expected. We'll also go over some of the progress in the game. The first reason is that I have been making so many new ideas as I go along, which results in many new features and polish to the game. Ruby 2 was originally going to be a bit more simple, with the story revolving around Team Magma's second attempt at expanding the land, as the first time it wasn't as much as they hoped for. The gameplay involves the new Hoenn landscape, changes in the Pokemon habitat, and a plot of taking down Team Magma once again. This plan for the gameplay still stands, but I've added so much more to the story and gameplay features to make this ROM hack feel more brand new. This includes features like the Mauville Tournament Arena, which is a new battle facility that's a fun challenge to take on. It also includes all the little things like the Honey Tree, Zipline, Secret Grottos, and other fun mechanics. I've also added a number of all-new gym puzzles like the Dark-type Gym's floor memorization puzzle, the Electro Generator puzzle for Watson's Gym, the Skarmory Gust puzzle in the Fortree Gym, and now finally, I made an all-new puzzle which I will share. This is for the new Steel-type Gym, in which you must mine the rocks to expose the gold pieces. And once you find 4 gold veins, the rock wall in front of the leader opens and you can challenge him. But you gotta watch out because some of these rock formations have trainers hidden inside them. On top of these new features and gym puzzles I added, I also want Ruby 2 to have much more polish than I originally planned. What I mean by this is new graphics and sprites to make the player really feel the change that Hoenn has gone through. The Pokemon Centers have an all-new design change, using the marble floor tile set taken from the Record Hall in Emerald's Battle Frontier. This, combined with the new shade of red on the walls, along with the Chansey standing at the nurse's side, gives more life to this new Hoenn you get to experience. And since Mauville City has always been a central part of traveling in Hoenn, I decided to make a larger version of the Pokemon Center with some cool features. Since the game corner has been replaced by the Mauville Tournament Arena, I decided I still want some element of this place because I know everyone loves gambling in the Pokemon games. Well, my solution was to at least bring the roulette table inside the new Pokemon Center. And here's where you can buy coins and bet on the roulette game to win prizes, in which this ROM hack are evolution stones, heart scales, and even rare candies. This list of prizes to win also might be expanded in the future, so wait for the full release. Now, speaking of the heart scales being one of the prizes, there is now a second move tutor also located in this new Mauville Pokemon Center. Just like the one in Fall Arbor Town, he takes heart scales as payment, but now in Ruby 2, these heart scales will be much easier to come by. The other NPC next to him is another move deleter, so you can access this earlier on in the game. It makes sense to me with Mauville City being the central area of Hoenn next to the daycare that these useful NPCs will also be here for building your team. It's also not too far from Verdanturf Town where the new EV training facility is located. Now, as I mentioned more polish to the game, we also have a ton of new sprites for the characters, whether they are returning characters or new ones. The latest character design changes are Team Magma's Adamance, Tabitha, and Courtney, who now have a more darker gray in their outfits with some yellow highlights to indicate their adamant status. I think this just makes them stand out a bit more. We also have new character designs for some of the gym leaders, and here's Sydney's design, showing more black than before, as if his darkness trait has consumed himself even more. Here we have a sprite for the new gym leader Boris, who is the Steel-type gym leader you'll see later in the game. I have a lot more cool sprites to show you guys, but I don't want to spoil all the awesome changes too early on, so be patient and wait for the full release. So not only have these new mechanics and game polish have added a lot to the development process, but also some new story changes that I added to the plots of Ruby 2. As some of you may have seen in my last video, you get to explore Team Aqua's new base hidden in the sewer system. Here you get to choose which boss fight will occur, depending on if you join Team Magma or Aqua. Your rival George is allied with Team Aqua because he wants revenge for what happened to his hometown of Lavaridge, which was destroyed by Team Magma during the eruption of Mount Chimney. Team Magma Adam and Courtney also allows you to ally with her in order to free former champion Steven, who has been captured while trying to take down Team Magma. Your choice you make here decides what will happen later in the game and which team you will fight next. The game's plot also revolves around Team Magma using DevonCorp technology to locate and reawaken Groudon, so now we will have to figure out what happened with Steven's dad, President Stone. The expansion of this plot and story has also been adding a ton of complexity to the development of the game, but it will result in a much better experience. So, I mentioned at the beginning there's two main reasons why the development of Ruby 2 is taking longer than expected. The first one being the new gameplay mechanics, overall game polish, and expansion of the story. The second reason why Ruby 2's development has been taking longer has just been my personal life, in which I'm not going to go into too much detail about, but I've basically been very busy with my current job this summer and a new job I'll be taking on soon. This explains the more lack of videos this summer compared to what I anticipated on creating, but I have some good news about content on the King Crady channel coming soon. For those of you who have been subscribed for over a year probably know that I used to live stream often, either playing Pokemon ROM hacks, Scarlet and Violet on the Switch, or doing ROM hack development. Well, I'm moving to a new place in the next few weeks, and I will finally have some better internet again, along with a dedicated space for live streaming and content creation. Since there's been a bigger gap in between videos, I think it makes more sense to do regular live streams, so I can interact with all of you without having to go through the process of editing videos. These live streams will go more in depth into the development of Pokemon Ruby 2, and so many of you will actually learn a lot about ROM hacking from it. Although I made a number of ROM hacking guides in the past, seeing it live in person will help a lot more about the process and give you guys more of sneak peeks at Ruby 2. Speaking of live streams, I also plan on live streaming Pokemon Legends ZA this October when it releases, so stay tuned for that. And just know that we might take a short break from ROM hacking for a few weeks, and I may make some more content hovering around that. Understand that the King Crady YouTube channel is always supposed to be more of a general Pokemon channel in terms of the content, but you guys have been loving the ROM hacking content, so that's what I've been mainly focusing on. I think playing Legends ZA will be a blast, so make sure to join in on the fun during its release. So many of you have still been asking about a more official release date for Pokemon Ruby 2, but just know it's probably going to be delayed from its original plan, which was at the end of this summer. Trust me, it's going to be worth the delay because I've added so many more things than I originally planned. But just know I am now planning for a release closer to the end of the year. Remember, you can continue to support the channel and videos by becoming a YouTube member at the link in the description. And just know when I start live streaming, it will be a much better value with member exclusive streams and content. That's all for now, guys. Again, I am very grateful and appreciative of the support of Ruby 2's development, and shout out to my Discord community and beta testing community for helping me fix glitches and give feedback for an overall better experience. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.